Sometimes, only sometimes. Customer's always right. Is the customer always right? That's what our first letter's about, whether the customer's always...
Sorry to interrupt you, Mitch, but I got to tell you and the people at home that the Balkans, if I can get in the shot, the Balkans are going to attack.
Student production.
The Balkans
are
going to attack.
Thank you, William.
The Balkans.
William will do anything to get into an opener. Second letter tonight. Has he? Second letter tonight. It's just filthy. I can't stand it. From anyone. It's totally unacceptable. Don't we lock the doors before we start this shoot? My husband never wanted to. Now, however, my son brings home this new girlfriend. He's here again. What's he doing? And without a second thought, she does it. What's she doing? We'll tell you in a moment.
The Balkans are going
Vulcans are back over there. I just don't get it. This is the third letter. What's the lurking insecurity that has so many of us doing this? What is it? 20 seconds, all the panel will be here. William will be locked up somewhere and we'll have all the letters in about 20 seconds, as I said. See you soon. Don't go away. Oh, here he comes again. Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, 'cause baby, it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Going until chilly.
It's time for Sweet and Sour. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company tonight. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour with a terrific lot of panellists. First up, His Honour the Mayor of Bassendean. Say hello, Jono.
Hello, Gary. Good to be back. Hello, viewers. It's great to be here. And I can actually answer questions today, unlike I'll give some advice. Unlike how the journalist called me today and want an announcement, a big announcement in the town, the biggest development we've ever had. And of course, I couldn't actually release anything. So it was...
what was the point of that?
Well, I don't know. She just called me up saying, how much is it going to cost? And I said, I can't tell you that. Whereabouts is the land going to come from? I can't tell you that. So tonight, I'm prepared to tell the viewers what they really need to know. So.
And be discreet about it. Are you merging?
Yeah, the hot news, Sweet and Sour. The town of Bassendean has agreed that if amalgamations go ahead, we will be going with the City of Swan. So our preferred option is the City of Swan.
Because they didn't want you to go with the City of Swan.
No, well, we've got our arch enemies, Bayswater, and we're trying to ford off the borders there. We got the arms up.
So all the people from Bayswater.
Of course, if we do merge with Bayswater, I love you, Bayswater people.
Of course. You don't live in Bayswater, do you?
I do not.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Travelling all over the world?
Not all over the world, just Europe. So.
Just Europe, okay. Was the dollar any good in Europe?
I couldn't tell you, I didn't care. Just went nuts.
Heard about your night in Monte Carlo. Very good.
It was fun.
It was fun? Favourite spot on the planet now?
It is, yes.
Is it?
Monte
Carlo is?
Yes, I'd have to say.
Did you do Venice?
I did do Venice, it was
How
beautiful.
long?
I did a week in Venice.
All right, we're going to chat during the break. You did a week in Venice?
A week in Venice.
I'm jealous. Have you been to Venice?
I have, yes.
How long did you do in Venice?
Oh, I think we were there for about 5 days.
But everybody's done more than me in Venice.
Beautiful.
I loved it.
Yeah,
But you've been travelling as well. Where were you? You were coming back on your birthday from?
Yes, from New South Wales, or Byron Bay, I should say.
Oh, that was a bit
charity, tough. Yeah, I know. Charity work at the Blues Fest.
At the Blues Fest? Who'd you meet at the Blues Fest then?
Paul Simon, Chris Isaac, Ben Harper, Xavier
right.
Rudd, Jimmy Cliff.
That's enough. Okay. You're both trying to make us sick tonight. Terrific. Nunzio, any time in Venice?
I spent a year in Venice.
Oh, righto, I'm leaving. No, good. Did you really?
I did. I used to work for Contiki Tours for about 5 years.
Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was fantastic, yeah, beautiful.
What made you leave Venice?
I think I just moved back to London and then came back to Australia. I'd done my time. I'd been there like 5 years, so, you know, off and on, I was living everywhere. But a year in Venice.
I got to get
beautiful.
out. Beautiful. Welcome back to the show, mate.
Good on you.
Ready to do some work? Here we go. Hello, Sweet and Sour. Whoever said the customer is always right? What a load of crap. I had great delight to throw out a mean-spirited, cheap bitch of a customer last week. I felt fantastic to yell at her that she tell all of her similar-minded mates and relations because I just don't want people who have some misplaced sense of higher entitlement anywhere in my shop. Thinking I was doing the right thing when she at first complained, I cut out my entire minor profit because she said she could obtain it cheaper elsewhere, which I knew was a total load of crap. she continued to complain. So to get her out of the shop, I took another $5 off the $25 price, the full price being $42. I couldn't believe that the woman would just not be satisfied. In the end, I grabbed the item out of her hands, swore at her and threw her out. Unfortunately now, I have the shopping centre management on my back because she complained. How do I win this one? And why should I bother? Why are people like that? Where is the win-win here? What should I have done? Gavin of Doncaster in Victoria. I bet you he's got a shop at Doncaster shopping mall. I've been there. Jono, you're first up.
Yes,
Customer service.
Yes, Gavin, first and foremost, I think you're a bit of an arsehole and you're also an idiot. So, first and foremost, you're an arsehole for calling a customer a bitch. I don't know where your customer service comes from, and you're an idiot for underselling yourself. You're running a business, you've got to get a profit. So, quite clearly, you're going to go bankrupt very, very shortly. Look, I think diplomacy needs to come in. You don't need to be a buffoon like me and insult people by calling them bitches and arseholes and all that sort of stuff. I think diplomacy has to rule, and also you've got to know that you offer good customer service and not to undercut yourself. So you've got to make a living as well.
So he's totally at fault.
Oh, I don't think he's totally at fault, but I think diplomacy comes into it. And he's also got to realise, I mean, as a businessman, he's a complete idiot because he's undercutting himself. I mean, he's basically cutting himself out of
Should have taken it out of the
living.
hands and said, madam, I can't help you.
Well, exactly right. Diplomacy.
I won't be able to satisfy you,
Yes,
perhaps.
exactly. Go elsewhere.
Is there ever a situation where the customer isn't right?
Oh, there's plenty of situations where the customer's not right, but it's never right to abuse and swear at the customer, and you've got to have diplomacy, especially in business.
Lauren, I can't think of a situation where the customer isn't right. Can you?
I can, yes.
They're allowed to have their own personal opinions, but in business, when you're transacting with them...
I would say that there are situations where they are
But you can't think
incorrect.
of any, can
No. Well, I honestly think, Gavin, you shouldn't be in customer service. Get out. Maybe take up a role in something more where you don't have to deal with
it's his
people.
livelihood.
No. Well, if
He's going broke.
He's going to send himself broke if he keeps doing that.
If he
chasing people out.
can't tell someone to get out of your shop with a bit of decorum and professionalism, you shouldn't be in this industry. The fact that centre management are on your case, I applaud them, because I don't want to go into a shop when, you know, I'm having a bad day. I throw a tanty, every girl does. I don't need to be
So does
sworn
every
at.
boy on occasion.
Yeah, the worst thing is now you've got someone out there that is spreading the word that you are a prick.
But he wants her to, because he didn't want anybody who was as mean as her, and he
Well,
didn't want
there you
her
go.
mates, and he didn't want her relations.
Don't worry about it then. You don't need that $42 in your bank account. Your kids don't need to
He
eat.
wasn't going to get 42, he was only going to get 25, which
Yeah.
was under his profit.
Sorry,
Then
I
he
think-
cut another $5 off.
I agree that the customer isn't always right, but you need to have a bit of diplomacy, as John said, and do it with a bit of decorum.
That's right, I'll give you the best deal, but abuse you and take the item out of your hand before you can pay for it.
When is the customer wrong?
Oh, never. I have to say, 15 years in retail, I have seen every type of customer. And unfortunately, Gavin, you do need to bite your tongue, and you can be vicious in a really nice way, where they walk out of that shop thinking they've won when really they haven't.
You just weren't smart enough. Is that what you're saying?
He wasn't. There's a way of doing it, and there's a way of doing it politely.
Should he have apologised afterwards? Should he have picked up the
I
phone
think it
and
was
said,
too
madam, I was
late.
having a tough day, it wasn't your fault?
I don't think she would have cared.
Look, if she couldn't be satisfied, you know,
And
there's
that's
ways
the thing.
of dealing with those
That's
people
the
as well.
thing as well.
There's the door,
He
madam.
didn't want to lose that money. Then politely say, "Look, I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't. I've got to feed my kids." The next person that walks through that door is going to buy it for full price. So unfortunately, go somewhere else.
I took another $5 off the $25 price. So for $20, why don't you just give it to her and get her out of the shop? Nuns, have you been in this situation?
I have, many times. Being involved in nightclubs for 20 years.
Customer can't always be right.
Do I agree with the panel? Yes, I do.
They're
but
drunk.
are there people out there that rort the system? They rort it. And doesn't matter what you say, you can't win.
Yeah.
So, should she have or he had? No. But does it feel good? Oh man, it feels fantastic. Get out. Throw him out.
Throw them out every
But
now and then.
is it the right thing to do? No.
No, but every now and then it feels terrific.
But there is people out there that rort the system. Doesn't matter what you do. They do it on
that's correct.
purpose.
And
They
I've
go
got-
from place to place to place.
I've got to say, I've probably done it in my 20 years retail experience. I think I've done it 3-4 times.
Oh, it feels good.
Feels fantastic. And you've got a great dinner party story to tell at the end of it. When we come back, we're going to be talking about filthy habits. Don't go away, we'll see you soon. Yeah. It always feels good to throw someone out. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. If you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now. Well, at least it should be. Yeah, there it is. Letters at sweetandsour.net.au. And for every letter that we do discuss tonight, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of Natalie Cameron and NRC Communication. There's the movie we're sending you to. What's it called? The Croods. Anybody seen it?
No,
No,
but
not yet.
It's not to the cinema with the mice, is it, Gary?
It's what?
The mice. The cinema with
did
the
you
mice.
see that?
Yes.
And Michael, you've gone too far again. I can't see the email address. What is it? Letters at you can't find it. It happens. We've got stuck with the Croods. Don't worry about it, Mike. We'll do it at the end. There it is. Letters at sweetandsour.net.au, but they're still looking at the Croods together with give us a like on Facebook, which is facebook.com/sweet and sour. All right, folks, here we go. Letter number 2. Hi, Mitch and crew. It's just filthy. I can't stand it anywhere from anyone. It's totally unacceptable. I've never let my kids do it. My husband never wanted to. Now, however, my son brings home his new girlfriend to meet us, and without a second thought, she does it. She sat down and put her dirty feet all over my couch. Unacceptable. We got off to the wrong start, obviously, and after telling her politely, she continued to ignore me. I left the room, and once she'd left, I asked my son never to bring her into our home again. Since then, everywhere I look, I see it in restaurants, cafes, absolutely everywhere. Where have our standards gone? Am I wrong to admonish people for such unhygienic and plain rude behaviour? Comes to us from Janice of, does this exist? Greenacres in South Australia. Greenacres is the place to be. Apparently, Nuns, first up.
Oh, respect.
Respect.
Jesus
Same
Christ.
school.
Oh, mate, try and come to my house and put your feet on the lounge and I'm like, get
rude.
out. No, well, I got no kids, so I don't know. But, you know, it's a whole respect thing. It goes back to the parents, doesn't it? I mean, the way you've been brought up and, you know, it's a respect thing. Never put your feet up on the lounge
Filthy.
or on the bed.
Absolutely filthy.
I never did it. Mind you, when I was a kid and I was going out, my dad would say to me, hey, you know, walk in, don't drink nothing, don't say nothing. You know, I'm walking like this, you know. Well, you had to behave. You had to behave. But discipline was very, very different. Mind you, my man, he never laid a hand on us. But discipline.
Were you scared of your old man?
Oh, terrified.
Yeah.
But it was a game between mum and dad. She'd say, you know, I'm going to tell your father. I'm going to tell your father. You know, but mum used to give it to us.
Good cop, bad cop. So it was your mum who used to
give it to us. Give it to us. Wooden spoon, pull her hair. She'd give us a sign. You know. She did all those things. But, you know, Dad was like the man of the house, but it was portrayed to be that way. But I don't think it was. Mum ran everything, if you know what I mean. But respect,
and if you put your foot on the couch?
Oh, never. I don't do it now.
Well, yeah, nobody does.
Never.
What would happen at your place if you put your feet up on the couch?
Oh, yeah, not good at all. What disturbs me is the fact that she actually ignored the mother after she told her, look, I really don't want you putting your feet on my couch. I think that is highly disrespectful.
Maybe the kid thought that she was joking. Yeah, okay. Because she just lives in a different world.
I mean, you've just met the parents,
it's
do
a
they?
norm.
Not in my world, they're not. If
What,
I
with
see
their
it, I'm gonna
shoes
take...
on or like...
It's filthy.
Yeah,
It's filthy. Street dirt. You're
it's
treading
kinda-
all sorts of
it's
things, and then you're going to put your feet... If you're in a cafe especially, you're going to put your feet up on a chair. You don't know where your shoes have been. You don't know who's going to sit there next. And, you know, when you go to sit down, you want to be comfortable in a cafe. You don't want to have to consider that someone's put their dirty shoes or feet on your chair. But it happens.
Well, it's kind of cool to be
I've
a bogan
never seen
now.
it though.
Oh,
happen.
not in my world.
I've
You've never seen it? Terrific.
Not in the
well,
public.
maybe it doesn't
but
happen too much.
I don't know. Have you? Do you see it?
Yeah, I think so.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
Yeah, none sees it. Do you see it?
I have seen it. Look,
Did you see it in Europe?
I was drunk most of the time.
I didn't see anything.
To me, I think it's totally disrespectful
Good.
that she's done it and done it again. I, get home and I lie on the couch. It's my couch.
It's your couch, and
I
you can
do
go and
what
wash
I
your
want.
feet. And you
To me, there's
if somebody else came to your place with filthy feet
Oh, you
or
tell them
shoes,
to wash them. Like, if they want to be
Okay.
comfortable in my home, yeah, sure. If they're my friend or they're a partner or whatever, I don't have a problem with it if it's clean and things like that.
If
I
it's
get what
clean.
you're saying about the respect.
It's got to be clean.
The fact that you're freaking out about something really minute about cafes and things like that, there's bigger things to be worried about.
True, but this is a standard. You've
I
got
know,
to
I
upkeep your
understand
standards.
that society as a whole is lacking in a lot of respect, and I agree with what Nunzio is saying.
Same with spitting.
Spitting's disgusting. But
So is this.
honestly, if this is the one thing you have to worry about, life's pretty sweet. Like,
Oh,
don't you reckon?
No,
Okay.
let's keep it sweet. Let's keep the feet off the couches. Jono?
Yes, look, Janice, I completely agree with you. Other thing that irritates me no end, probably with you as well, is also the movies. People putting their feet up on the movies, at the movies,
God.
and also
I open my
people
mouth.
walking bare feet in the city. Just drives me insane. But I think you need to get a fly swat and just swat her feet. She'll learn very quickly. And the other thing I'll be a bit concerned about, though, is she's so fancy-free with her feet up on the couch, you might be a bit fancy-free with the legs in the bedroom.
Oh.
So, you know, there's these feet and legs going all over the place.
Well, you hope she keeps most things clean anyway, the feet aren't. When we come back, we're going to be talking about who answers private phone calls now that you don't have to. When we come back, don't worry. What are you going on about over here?
It's terrible.
My tip of the week, always forgive your enemies because nothing annoys them quite as much.
Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Hello panel, this is letter 3, this is it for the night. Why don't some people want to answer their phone if it doesn't show a number? My girlfriend, who is 44, drives me nuts when she sits there wondering who it was that called on a mobile, but still won't budge if the incessant caller uses a private or hidden number. I've gone to the extent of making my number private just to teach her a lesson, but still she won't answer, ever. I don't get it. Less than 15 years ago, none of us knew who was on the other end of the phone when it rang and we raced for the phone. I just don't get what the lurking insecurity is that has so many of us not answering private numbers. Could the panellists please explain to me, or please let me know why this phenomenon exists and why it has grown, please. Colin from East Perth in WA. Anita, you're first up. Do you answer private calls?
Not usually, but
Why not?
Because these days you put your friends in your phone and the people that you know, and if they're not ringing you, then it's obviously someone you don't know. And
But why? So why don't when you want to speak to someone that you don't know?
well, usually a private number is, like you said, it's somebody selling you something or chasing money or one of those
That's my experience.
type of calls. I know, but then see, now I do answer every now and then because my mum has got her phone on private.
Why does your mum have it on private?
Because she can't take it off, and we've tried.
Take it off.
It's something to do with the actual connection, and we've tried and changed.
So you answer private numbers
I
because
do
you think it's your
because
mum.
when I see a private number, I automatically think it's you, mum, calling me.
Ah.
And most of the time, 90% of the time, it is my mum calling me.
Oh, okay, 90%. Nuns, do you answer private numbers?
Never. Never. Colin, your girlfriend's cheating on you. 100%. No, I'm only joking. This causes a bit of disagreement between me and my girlfriend and I, because I don't answer the private calls. But I mean, is your phone on private? Is yours on private?
No.
Who's calling?
Mine's not on private.
I mean, anybody important is in my phone, right? So I don't expect, depending on what job you do, sometimes you got to answer. It could be a sale or something, or whatever.
Yep.
But majority of people, normal people, who's calling you? Why is it on private? My phone's not on private. I've got nothing to hide. So who's calling you? It's Telstra calling you. Somebody.
Yeah. Somebody trying to hassle you. Jono, what do you do?
Oh, look, I tend to answer, I think.
Oh, you're the man.
Well, I am.
You've got to take everybody.
I do. And Colin, look, I'm pleading to you, don't be a prick. Your girlfriend's asked you not to put your phone on silent. I think you should respect her wishes. And I happen to answer private numbers. I mean, obviously, I just like abusing people. So anybody want to call me up? If somebody from India, I ask them to come and have coffee because I'm quickly running out of friends every time I come onto this show.
You never
Gary,
know when
but,
they might pack up and move into the
exactly.
Shire of
That's
Bayswater.
right. Yes, Bassendean at the moment.
Bassendean.
Bassendean could be Swan, could be Bayswater, Bassendean at the moment. So yeah, I answer them just out of curiosity, but yeah, generally I think most people would go. And technology is a wonderful thing. We don't need to randomly guess who's on the other end now. We can see for ourselves.
That's right, and I'm sure if we had the facility 15 years ago, we would be doing what we're doing today and not answering people who we don't know. What do you do?
I'm the same. I agree with everyone here. If you've got something, you've got to hide your number. Why are you calling me? I understand with businesses and things like that, my business itself has a private number, so we don't get people calling us back.
Yeah, businesses are bad. I don't want them on my phone.
I'm in oil and gas, so it's not like we're cold calling people, but we do have that there for a reason.
I wonder what that would be.
So we don't get angry shareholders calling us.
So does your
Sorry,
business
angry shareholder.
have a private number going out? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
private number going out, standard number that goes out, so there's no direct lines that you can
Yes,
actually see when I'm calling. So say
But there is a number they can see.
yeah, you can get the number or you can put it to private.
So you don't have any reason for anybody else to call you?
For me at work,
You don't have customers, retail
No,
customers.
not at all.
So
if you're
it's only shareholders.
and we get we get people calling for conferences and things like that. We don't want our number distributed, my direct
Fair
number,
enough.
and being called 20 times a day by salespeople. To me, I will always answer my friends and family. If you've got to hide your number, don't call me.
I
pretty
don't
much-
get that. Okay.
pretty much it.
No. I'm with you, Colin, of East Perth. I think so is the rest of the panel. Tell me, do you like this letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy of Alon Treves? You don't. Which
I
one do you
want
like?
to go with the loose legs and smelly feet.
Smelly feet. Jono, what do you
Yeah,
like?
definitely the feet.
Your feet as well.
Oh God, yeah, I don't know. There's a bit of a fetish on this panel tonight.
Nuns?
With the feet. Jeez,
Nuns?
it's
Feet
disgusting.
fetish as well?
Jeez.
Respect.
Okay.
Yep.
You're outvoted anyway.
Bring
Did you
on-
like it?
Bring on the Tootsies, yes.
Bring on the Tootsies. All right, coming out to Janice of Green Acres is the place to be. A pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy of Alon Treves and Aussie Opticals. We're out of here. We've got to go. Good night, Jono.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
for
to
being
be
here.
back. Yes.
Next time you might be the mayor of the greater
Oh,
Swan
great.
and combined Bayswater
I'll
area.
just be WA. Don't worry about that. Jeez. No stopping us now.
There's an election coming up. Oh, it's too late to talk about that. Loz, you're not going travelling for the short term?
No, not in the moment.
Oh, I'm not convinced about that. No, no.
I'm always away. It could be a week out and I could just go buy a ticket.
That means you'll be back on the show sooner or later
Maybe.
if you're not going.
Maybe.
Getting sick of this, are you?
Yeah.
Are you getting sick of this too?
No, never.
She had to think about it, however. No.
Please have me back soon.
We'll have you back. Nun's always good to have you on
Fantastic.
the show.
Thank you very much.
That's
Had a
all
great
right,
time. Great panel.
It's been a great panel. Thank all of our wonderful customers tonight. Thank our terrific crew, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. See you later. See you next week. What are you doing?
I almost did the clap. I went, oh, it's alive.